Here's number 1 on the first study guide, and we're just going to use the Pythagorean theorem to solve for that missing side. So knowing that the Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared, first thing I do is identify the hypotenuse, which is across from the right angle. So my hypotenuse, which is represented with c, is 10. So I'm going to call c squared 10 squared. Once I've found that, the other two sides, the a and the b, are x and 8. It doesn't really matter which order you put them in. So I'm going to call one x and square it. I'm going to call the other one 8 and square it. And then it's just algebra from this point on. So I'm going to simplify what I can. Oops, that's supposed to be plus sign. Sorry, plus 64. And 10 squared is 100. And now I've got x over on the left-hand side. I want to get it by itself, so I'm going to subtract away 64 from both sides. That'll give me x squared is 36. And then the last step that I have to do, which is very important, is to undo the square. I do that by taking the square root. The square root of x squared is going to give me x, and that's what I want to find. If I took the square root of one side, I've got to take the square root of the other side. So x is, some might say algebraically, it's plus or minus 6. I know it's got to be a positive 6 because I'm talking about a distance here. Okay, and then I, of course, want to plug that back in and say, does that make sense based on the diagram that that would be 6? It does. So Pythagorean theorem in order to solve for that.